Today, we're just going to get right into it as your favorite host does his best to review the brand new Amazon television show Dead Ringers because I just finished all 6 episodes. Hi, I'm your host, Chris Humphrey, and for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm just another blabbing mouth on the internet doing my best to get my opinion out, but this time it's a treat to watch Rachel Weisz play two lovely characters in this TV show, Dead Ringers, a remake of the 1988 film Dead Ringers with the lovely Jeremy Irons that probably never needed to be updated, but here we are updating it to modern day, I guess we're going to say. And right off the bat, what people aren't going to like, because I'm going to start with people aren't going to like, is it's a little more darker, but then the original film was kind of dark if you remember it at all. A little more darker, a little more updated with the blood and the stuff like that. Some people aren't going to like it, and it takes a while to get to where it's going. But if anybody knows the original movie, you kind of know where it's sort of going, sort of. But the show does it a little bit different. But what I really liked about it is that it was darker and that it starred the lovely Rachel Weisz, who has been the fantasy of many men since they saw her in The Mummy, and The Mummy Returns a long time ago and helped many teenagers get through the early 2000s when they were young and beautiful too, because who doesn't like Rachel Weisz? I know who loves her. That's her husband, Daniel Craig, Mr. Bond. So I'm going to keep it polite, but I've loved Rachel Weisz from what? The Constant Gardener, what was she in the Informant or the Informer? You name it, I've loved her. She does a tremendous job playing both actors, Beverly and Elliot, which is funny because the names have not changed from the 1988 film, which is kind of clever. Why not have two women now chain named Beverly and Elliot? Because they're twins, and I'm assuming one of them was meant to be a boy and one of them was meant to be a girl, and the parents just kept the names there. What you get in this updated version is you get two lovely gynecologist doctors trying to change the way we give birth, whether it's through a new birthing center or whether the stress of having a baby is taken care of. And you have two contrasting twins. One is very abrasive, one is out there, one is swearing, cursing, doing whatever they can, fornicating with whoever they can, breaking the rules as a doctor. And the other one is a little quiet and tame and a little disturbed because she just wants to create a better world for women, right? Women who want a safe space for women who want to give abortions, safe space for babies in general, because she's looking to have a kid. And the other sister's looking to create babies from test tubes, which in any time period would be highly illegal, uh, depending on the FDA and all that crap. But that's a different story that we can get into down there. I like the differences. I like that it's two women this time, and Rachel, Rachel. Why am I calling her Rachel? Miss Vice does such a fantastic job at portraying both characters as is, and I like the contrasting characters. I'm assuming they had a stand-in in some scenes, and she would play one character and then stop, go in and then change up whatever style and then play another character. But when they do the switch, it follows the same premise as the original movie where a woman gets between them. And in this case, it's a woman by the name of Genevieve, played by a tremendous actor who I've seen in other British television. And she has a great sparring partner in Rachel Weisz. It must be difficult playing a character across from somebody who's playing two twins, and I would be confused all the time. But she did a tremendous job in this. She should be very happy. In fact, everybody should be very happy how this show turned out, because it could have been much worse. Now, is it as good as the original movie? No. The original movie had Jeremy Irons at his prime. and it was very stylish and different for that time period. You got to remember that time period. Um, Rachel Weisz does a tremendous job as his counterpart in playing two females who are hungry at making sure women are taken care of while giving birth or abortions and stuff like that. It does a tremendous job. It's just not as stylish and as provocative as the original film portrays. That's the problem we're getting at in Hollywood, and this is more my gripe with Hollywood is we're rehashing the '80s. It seems right now, right? Top Gun Maverick just came out. Dead Ringers, Dead Ringers, the TV show just came out. Fatal Attraction, fantastic movie. The TV show came out. I'll do that review when that show's done because I actually like it so far. Lizzie Chaplin is just equally as great as Crazy, and it's getting into more, but that's a different review. So we seem to be rehashing the '80s, so we're only 40 years behind instead of something new because they're banking on stuff being remade. But that's Hollywood, always remaking stuff. If you like gore, if you like learning about woman giving birth and you want to learn how it's done and you want to get in the head of twins, crazy twins who are arguing with each other all the time, then you're going to love this show. You're not going to like it if you're anti-woman, and if you're anti-abortion, you're not going to like it. It's a horror drama, right? A terror drama, and I thought it was great. I don't think it was as great as the original movie, but it was okay, right? I liked it, and Rachel Weisz gives a powerhouse of a performance, and I could see her getting nominated because you play twins, and you're usually always nominated, and she does a tremendous job playing two different characters, two psychopaths in a way. One quiet, one not so quiet. That's the difference. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. So you can see it didn't make the top five, but a 7 out of 10 still means you should go out there, watch it if you like the darker tone and you like the idea of it. And if you like the original movie, go out and check this out. You probably will like it. It's just so different in the idea that it's two women and contrasting women, but same premise, right? Uh, both twins fall apart because of a woman, and you see them go down different paths. And that tremendous job. I like a 7 out of 10. Didn't make the list of top five, but good enough to go out there and watch it. Let me know what you think of it down below. Let me know what you think of me. Let me know what you think of Rachel Weisz down below. Sorry, Mr. Craig. And we will discuss. I love you guys. If I don't see you again, you know what I'm going to say. Good to Morgan, good to Nobden, and good to knock. Ciao. Producer, play some creepy music for me, baby. Ciao.